Hi, my name's Holly. Welcome to your yoga practice. For the next 30 minutes, we'll be moving through a nice sequence here, which should stretch your whole body, get you ready for the day, or if you're coming down from your day. So we're gonna start in cat-cow. So for that, we'll bring your knees to the mat, your palms planted as well. Your knees can be roughly hip distance apart, knees in line with your hips, wrists in line with your shoulders roughly. So to do cow, we're gonna inhale, curve your tailbone to the sky, lift your head, and then exhale to cat, pushing your spine to the sky, relaxing your neck, stretching your shoulders. Inhale up, stretching, looking up, and exhale, pushing down. And then inhale back up, and exhale back down. So do a couple more rounds on your own. And then once you've completed your last exhale, this time we're going to push into down dog. So from tabletop, we'll curl your toes and push your hips up for down dog. You can pedal your legs, walk your dog on the beach, stretch your hamstrings out, stretch your calves, push your sit bones high, melt your heart to the mat, and just breathe deeply here. It's a nice way to get warmed up. And then I'll get you to walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. And with an inhale, we'll half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll bring your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And then you can rest your hands alongside you for mountain pose. Nice deep breath here. Palms open, chest proud. Nice deep breaths. So I'll get you to lift your arms again. And then exhale, fold. From here, I'll get you to step your left foot back. You'll be on the ball of your left foot, your right knee bent, knee in line with your right ankle. And then with an inhale, sweep your arms up for Crescent Lunge. Now, if this is a little too much, you can feel free to lower your left knee down onto the mat. Otherwise, stay nice and high on the ball of your left foot. You can even start doing a bit of a back bend. I'll try not to fall. And just breathe deeply there. Good. A few nice breaths to just ease into that. And then on your next exhale, I'll get you to plant your hands and step your left foot back or into the forward fold here again. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, your arms come back up. And exhale, hands to your heart. You can open your hands up alongside you for mountain pose. Couple deep breaths here. We'll bring your arms up again. And then exhale, fold. Now this time we'll step your right foot back onto the ball of your right foot. Your left knee in line with your left ankle. And then with an inhale, arms come up. Crescent Lunge. You can lower your right knee down if it's a little too much of a strain and do a back bend. You can also do that with your legs straight. A few deep breaths here. Relax, ease into this pose. Okay, great. So we're going to be moving into our Warrior Two pose. So we'll take your feet out, roughly in line with your ankles and wrists. We'll pivot your right toes out. Your left toes will be parallel to the edge of your mat. Bending your right knee over right ankle, and then raise your arms up, looking over your right fingertips. A few deep breaths here. Really sinking into this. With each exhale, you may find you can sink a little bit lower into your hips. On your next exhale, I'll get you to straighten your right knee. Pivot your toes back out. And now this time we're going to pivot your left toes out. Bend your left knee in line with your left ankle, right foot parallel with the back edge of your mat. And then we'll lift your arms and look over your left fingertips. Just ease into this pose. Nice deep breaths here. With each exhale, you may find you can lower down a little bit more into your hips. And then on your next exhale, straighten your left leg, pivot your toes forward, and then step your feet together, palms open, mountain pose. Take a nice deep breath here. Good. So now let's move on to a balancing pose. It's quite popular. We'll do dancer's pose. So for dancer's pose, what you're going to start off with is your feet will be together, knees touching. You're going to bend your right foot, catch hold of it, the inside arch, with your right hand. Your left hand could be up high or in line with your shoulders. You could bend your left knee a little bit if you need to. Knees still touching. And from here, this could be your dancer's pose, and this is a perfect dancer. You could just stay here, or gradually you start kicking back into your hand and up. Finding one spot to focus on while you maintain your balance is very helpful. Nice deep breaths here. And then on your next exhale, gracefully come back down. If you fall, it's fine. It's balancing poses. They're meant to challenge you not only physically, but mentally as well. So we'll do the left side now. Feet together, knees touching. Bend your left knee, catch hold of the inner arch with your left hand. Your right arm can be up high or in line with your shoulder. If you have a bit of an impingement, you may want to do it in line with your shoulder. This could be your dancer's pose. You may want to stay right here. You could bend your right knee softly, or same thing as on the other side, you'll kick back and up into your left hand, gradually rising. Finding one spot to focus on is very helpful to maintain your balance. Nice deep breaths here, even though this is a bit of a challenging pose. And then on your next exhale, step your feet down gracefully and with finesse. Mountain pose, palms open, feet together. Nice deep breath here. This would be a great time for some water. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your water. So now we'll do tree pose. So we'll bend your right knee out to the side. The sole of your right foot can be on your left ankle. This is a perfect tree right here. Or you can bring your right foot to your calf or all the way up to your inner thigh. Or you can even do half lotus by bringing it to your hip crease. Your hands can be alongside you, in front of your heart, or hands up. Wave your tree leaves, sway in the breeze. If your balance is kind of going, that's okay. Swaying trees are good trees. Nice deep breaths here. And then on your next exhale, we'll get you to step your right foot back, open for mountain pose. Nice deep relaxing breath here in between. So now let's do the left side. So your left leg will bend, your left knee to the side. Sole of your left foot could stay at your ankle. Great tree right here. Or grow your tree gradually, up, up, or to half lotus. Hands could be alongside you, at your heart, or up overhead. Whichever works best for you. Again, finding one focal point really helps to maintain your balance and just focusing on your breath and breathing, nice and deep and relaxing. Good. So now I'll get you to step your foot down. So we're going to be moving into lizard pose now. So from here, I'll get you to bend your knees, plant your palms onto the mat. Your right foot will be at your palms and step your left foot back. You'll be on the ball of your left foot. Now we'll take your palms to the inside of your right foot. You could stay right here. If this is a bit too much, feel free to lower your left knee to the mat. Otherwise, you can keep it high, and if you're feeling really open, you can take your forearms all the way down, letting your right knee splay out to the side. It's a nice deep hip and groin opener. Just relax into it. Take nice deep breaths here. You can, like I said, at any time, lower that left knee if you need to. Otherwise, keep it high to keep this very active. Nice deep breaths. Good. And now I'll plant the palms, put them on both sides of your foot, and step your left foot forward. Half lift. Just take a breath here. And now we'll plant the palms again, this time stepping your right foot back, keeping your left knee bent. If you'd like, you can lower your right knee to the mat, otherwise keeping it high to keep this active. Your palms will be on the inside of your left foot. You can stay right here, or if you're feeling open, lower your forearms to the mat and still keeping that right leg active, or passive by lowering it down at any point. Letting gravity take its course here, letting it open your hips. Nice deep breaths. Good. Planting your palms. This time I'm going to get you to step your left foot back and then lower down to the mat. From here, we're going to do Locust. So I'll get you to have your hands alongside you, your feet pointed down, or pointed away from you rather, legs together. And with an inhale, everything lifts. Your arms lift, your legs lift. Try not to strain your neck by looking way up like that, but more look to the top edge of your mat. It's a nice back bend here. Take a few deep breaths. And then on your next exhale, lower down. You can have one cheek to the mat and just relax. Let your legs relax, your arms relax. Now we're going to do a second round of that, but this time we're also going to add a shoulder opener to it. So keeping your legs together again. This time we'll take your arms behind you, fingers interlaced. This is a bit of a challenge. You can use a strap, a belt, or even a towel between your arms and just hold on to that. But otherwise, if you can interlace your fingers, you'll do that. And then again, lift everything up. Nice deep breaths here as you open your shoulders, your chest. Couple more breaths. And then on your exhale, lower down. You may want to turn your head to the other side this time. Good. A few deep breaths. And then I'll get you to push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. You may want to have a quick water break before we move on to our next segment. right, welcome back. We're going to be moving into Dragonfly Pose now. So for this, I'll get you to take your feet out wide. You may want to move a bit here so you can sit right onto your sitting bones. And so from here, you can have your palms in front of you. Maybe this is your dragonfly and you're already feeling that in your groins. That's totally fine. If you'd like a bit more, you'll gradually bring yourself forward. Try not to really hunch your back, but just hinge at the hips. You need to bend your knees a little bit. That's totally fine. You may want to put even like little bolsters or pillows, blankets under your knees to make it a bit more delicate. Otherwise, keep them straight and hinge forward. To keep it really active, you could grab the outside of your feet and pull. Otherwise, just let it naturally happen. Yoga is about letting gravity do most of the work, so I try to encourage that. No need to muscle in. We could just let it happen at its own time. Nice deep breaths here. Good. And then I'll get you to plant your palms and push yourself back up to a seated position. So now, let's bend your left knee, take it to your right inner thigh. And now this time we'll face over your right leg and hinge forward. Maybe you're here, that's perfect. Maybe you can grab the foot, also perfect. Wherever you are is great. If you are striving to one day grab your foot, it's also helpful if you take a strap or a belt or a towel, wrap it around and pull yourself forward like that. And then just kind of gets your muscle memory going so that one day, oh, maybe I can grab my foot. It's pretty cool. Nice deep breaths here. And on your exhale, we'll come back up. We'll straighten your left leg out this time. Bend your right knee, sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh. And again, we'll fold forward now over the left leg. So maybe you're here, maybe you're here, maybe you're somewhere in between. It's all good. It is all good. Nice deep breaths here. Good. And then on your next exhale, we'll come back up. And now we're going to be doing deer pose, which one of my favorites. So we'll bend your right knee. Your calf will be parallel with your mat. And now we'll bend your left knee alongside you and it'll be straight. We're kind of making almost a square shape in this case. So from here you have lots of options. You can fold over your right knee. If you're not feeling a whole lot and you'd like a deeper stretch, you can fold forward this way. It's one of those poses you could even do a back bend if you'd like, but we won't do that today. So wherever you're at here, just settle in, take nice deep breaths, enjoy the relaxing sounds of the water behind me. And just gradually let your body open up to this pose. It's a great hip opener. You may even feel it a little bit into your right inner thigh, depending on your positioning. Then I'll get you to plant your palms and push yourself back up to an upright position. So now we'll do that on the left side. So easy enough transition. Get you to take your left calf so that it's parallel to the mat, your right leg bent alongside you, making almost a square shape. So same thing, you can decide to bend over your left leg. If you're not feeling a whole lot here, then you can decide to go straight forward and you'll start feeling a bit of a different stretch. I would encourage you to try both, see where they are. If one is too much, just go to the other. A lot of options with this one, which is the beautiful thing about it. It's a lot of variety in one pose. So nice deep breaths here as you settle in, just letting gravity take its course. Letting your body adjust to the pose as you start going deeper. Good. I'll get you to plant your palms and push yourself up to an upright seated position. From here, we're going to do what's called caterpillar. So we'll have your legs stretched out in front of you, legs together, your toes flexed up, and we'll hinge forward. From here, you may find that this is enough of a hinge. You'll start feeling it in your lower back and into your hamstrings. That's perfectly fine. If you'd like a bit more, you'll just gradually fold forward more, perhaps grabbing the bottoms of your feet. If you're striving for that, you're not quite there, you can take a towel, a belt, a strap, loop them over your feet, and then pull yourself forward. Just start getting that muscle memory, but don't tug too hard. We don't need injuries, we just need a stretch. So it should be a nice, manageable stretch that you can hold for a little bit of time. Let your neck be relaxed, your shoulders relaxed. Nice deep breaths. Good. And then I'll get you to come back up to an upright seated position. And now we're going to do a little bit of a twist to close off our practice. So we'll lie straight back. We'll bend both knees. And you can pull them towards your chest. And then with an exhale, tip your legs over to the left. Your arms could be teed out wide, up overhead, or maybe they're even resting on your hips. Just take nice deep breaths here. It's a nice twist for your spine. This helps to realign after all that stretching we've done. Just enjoying the sounds of the water. Good. And on your next inhale, I'll get you to bring your legs back up. You can pause here a moment with the soles of your feet on the mat, your arms still out wide, palms facing up. Wriggle your shoulders back a little bit. Nice deep breaths here. And then this time we'll bend your knees up and tip them over to the right-hand side. Again, your arms can stay teed up or onto your hips or even up overhead. You may find it's a little bit of a challenge to take nice deep breaths when you're in a twist like this. That's okay, just take them as deeply as you can so that your body can replenish and absorb everything it's gone through. And then on your next inhale, I'll get you to bring your knees back up. Straighten your legs, have your feet roughly mat distance apart, your toes pointed out to the sides, wriggle your shoulders back, palms open, Shavasana. Nice deep breaths here, really let your body feel everything it's gone through. Let it absorb everything you've done here. Should feel really good. Should be your biggest, most nourishing breaths of the day. Certainly helps to have a beautiful sunny day like this, the water in the back, gentle breeze. Just imagine this warm sun on your skin. Nice big breaths. Then when you're ready, I'll get you to take your arms overhead into diamond, bend your knees, soles of your feet on the mat, and roll onto your side. Use your hands to push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day for yourself by doing this yoga practice. I hope you found it beneficial. Namaste.